Hello, everyone. I am Leonie Eisenring, and this is my honors college thesis in architecture, focusing on the examination of multifamily housing in the Depression era of New York City. So what specifically are we looking at? Overall, this is about the Williamsburg Houses, which is located in Brooklyn, New York City, and construction was completed in 1938. It is owned by the New York City Housing Authority, so it is a publicly funded project, and the designer was William Lescaze, who is Swiss, and that was the initial interest in this project, given that I myself am also Swiss. Here is an overview of the project itself. So you can see it takes up about 12 city blocks, the massive project for the time, and had a lot of different implications for the local inhabitants. My research itself is actually focused on reincarnating the Williamsburg house dwelling in the digital realm and then creating diagrams as well as different research facets based on the sustainability aspects of the Lescaze Williamsburg house design in general. So this um, did analyze patterns of movement, admission of light, air ventilation, and different sustainable features that could be projected onto current housing projects, such as the Mallard at Sugar Creek housing project, which was recently proposed in Charlotte, North Carolina. So using different softwares and programming tools, I was able to kind of project those statistics on a local housing project here in Charlotte and actually test whether or not Lescaze's principles of sustainability, social connectivity, and creating a satisfactory place for local inhabitants was actually successful. We were asked to devise a research plan throughout the entire semester, so I broke it up into four-week blocks that made up an entire 16 weeks worth of just research, organizing the data, actually refining the data and creating analytical drawings and diagrams, and then using different softwares and sustainability tools to actually present and show the final data pieces as well. From the original research, this was my best find, which was the 3D scan of a Williamsburg house dwelling from before the renovations in 2012. So this was probably my best find in that entire 4 weeks of gathering a lot of research. The next step was mostly site analysis and actually recreating the urban facade that the Williamsburg house dwellings then resided in as well. And then later on, I was actually able to recreate the Williamsburg house dwelling, a small apartment, not looking at the entire building, but more so focused on one apartment complex in general. And then using that model and kind of converting it through different scripting software such as Grasshopper and Cove Tool to actually get certain statistics such as baseline energy, with a breakdown of its EUI as well as the water usage of that building that was built in 1938. The final steps of this project were to actually apply the same research questions as well as the statistics that I was able to pull from all of this data and actually project it onto the Mallard at Sugar Creek housing project in Charlotte, North Carolina. So using those statistics as well as a lot of other information I gathered throughout those weeks, I was able to use a statistical estimator program from GeoPortal and found that in terms of bicycle friendliness, proximity to public transportation, and more, as well as crime and household pricing, that it steadily became better within the next 10 to 15 years in the Charlotte area itself. So overall, the Charlotte Housing Authority and Lescaze's design principles, as well as the continuation of government or public funding, should be a very successful project. So thank you very much for your time.